Yo, YouTube, what's up with your boy? Sports and Fitness Rants. I'm back, guys. Click that like button. Subscribe to my channel. Ladies and gentlemen, on my channel, I'm always telling you guys, live an active lifestyle, make smart nutritional choices, right? Move more and sit less, right? Fight against that laziness, right? It's not about being perfect, but it's about being consistent. It's not about what you look like in the mirror, but about how you feel, guys, right? Always chase the feeling, never the look, guys. And I've also told you guys that fitness, right, and health is for life, right? Fitness is for life, ladies and gentlemen. It's for life. I tell you guys many times, right, or in these videos, I tell you guys that I exercise and I stay active so that I can be better at everyday things in life. Because that's what fitness is for, ladies and gentlemen. Fitness is not for the how you look, right? I told you guys, it's not about the look. That's not what fitness is about. That's a result, guys. Remember, that's a result. When you're going out and you're making a smart nutritional choice consistently and you're living the active lifestyle and you're being consistent with this stuff, then you will have results. The results will come. And one of the results is how we look. But remember, you don't chase the look because you may not look like me, no matter how much work you think you're putting in. No matter how strict your diet is, no matter how active you are, you still will never look like me. And I won't look like you. And that's okay, ladies and gentlemen. Never chase the look. Never chase someone else and what they're doing. So remember, the results will be there if you're staying active. If you're making smart nutritional choices, then you'll have the result of a look. But also, what other things are results of fitness and health, guys? That I tell you that's good for life. Your immune system. I've told you guys many times. I rarely get sick. Knock on wood, right? They say. But I'm rarely sick. I never go to the doctor, ladies and gentlemen. And I attribute that, a big part of that, to my lifestyle, the way that I eat, the way that I stay active. Those things go hand in hand, ladies and gentlemen, right? That's the dynamic there. So those are kinds of things that will keep you out of the doctor's office. You've heard people say things like an apple a day will keep a doctor away. So yes, there is some truth to that, guys. Staying active, making smart nutritional choices will keep you out of the doctor's office, more so than someone who's not living an active lifestyle, not making smart nutritional choices. Now, also remember, ladies and gentlemen, fitness and health is not a substitute for going to the doctor and getting checked up regularly. I told you guys, sometimes we don't know things are going on inside of us, and we have to get checked up every once in a while. So don't say or think that I'm saying never go to the doctor if you're, living an active lifestyle, making smart nutritional choices, right? That could be dangerous. And I've told you guys those kinds of things. But those are the kinds of things that are going to help you. Living the active lifestyle, making a smart nutritional choice, guys, is going to help you with those things. That's going to be a result. A stronger immune system. Like I said, how you look in the mirror, how you feel. All of these are results, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we're looking for. So that we can be better at life. It's about life. It's not about, a bodybuilding contest. It's not about you going and doing like a Tough Mudder or a Spartan race or you running a marathon. Those are things that you can do with your fitness, right? Things that you can do once you get to a certain level. But we should all be trying to become healthy and fit for life, right? So that everyday things are easy for us or they become easy, right? They don't become harder for us. I've told you guys many times. How many times do you see people avoid the stairs every single day because it's hard for them, right? So they avoid the stairs. They avoid the things that are hard for them to do. They're taking a shortcut is what they're doing, ladies and gentlemen. That's what you're doing. You're taking a shortcut. And you're never going to get to where you want to go taking shortcuts, ladies and gentlemen. You're not going to get there, right? You're not going to be prepared. Like you need to be prepared for life if you're doing the things the right way, not taking a shortcut. Because all you're doing with a shortcut, ladies and gentlemen, is cheating yourself. You're not cheating me or hurting me. You're not hurting the next person. You're only cheating yourself, the people around you. That's all you're cheating, ladies and gentlemen. So remember that. Those shortcuts is not going to get it done. And remember that you want to be better at life. Things that I talked to you guys about, the full body workouts, right? Train your body as one unit, not the bro splits or the bodybuilder splits, right? Not isolation exercises. You train your body as one piece, right? One unit, because your body works in synergy. That's how the human body is meant to move, right? Muscles and tendons, all of this stuff goes and works in synergy with each other, ladies and gentlemen. So you should be training to be better at life so that you can walk better, right? Just something as simple as walking. Some people can't even walk. You see them, their feet are all outside, pronated like that. They do the duck walk. You've seen these people. All of a sudden, something as simple as walking is not easy to do anymore. So that's what I'm saying. You've seen people out in the supermarkets. You've seen people in the malls. You think these people are handicapped. They're not handicapped. They're driving around those motorized scooters literally because they're lazy, ladies and gentlemen, because they've gotten so heavy. They become so obese, they can't walk now. So something as simple as walking, we can do. I talked to you guys the other day in a video about squatting, bending over to touch your toes, something like sprinting, jumping. People can't do these simple human movements. That's called being better at life, right? Carrying the groceries in when you go food shopping. So right? Exercise should be helping you with those kinds of things. You know, there are a lot of people out there that have small children. You know, maybe they're in their 30s, their 40s, whatever the case may be. They have small children, 5, 6, 7, 8 years old, whatever the case may be. They can't even wrestle around on the floor with these children. You guys have probably done this before, right? Maybe your dad did it with you when you were a kid, wrestling around on the ground, wrestling around the floor. You got people now, they can't even get down on the floor to wrestle with their children. They can't get up off the floor. They can't get back up off the floor. So these are kinds of things. Those are simple, everyday things. That's life, ladies and gentlemen. You should be able to run around outside and play with your kids and not be out of breath and not feel as if, oh man, hold on. You know, like you shouldn't feel that way. That's life. You should be in shape. You should be doing things, staying active, eating a certain way so that you have the energy and you have the physical ability to do these things with your children. These are moments that you could be missing out on with your family. This is how you inspire your children. If your children see you being lazy all the time and they're always like, damn, dad never has any energy. He's always tired. He can't even walk up a flight of stairs. It takes him forever just to stand up from sitting down or from laying down. Your kids see these things. You're not inspiring them. You're not inspiring the people around you. So you should be training for life. The things that I do, the full body workouts, the circuit training that I do is so that I can be better at everyday life things, right? So that I can be a better version of myself, so that my heart remains strong. These are all the things. I feel a certain way, mental, physically, your immune system. All these things go hand in hand, ladies and gentlemen. A lot of people struggle with energy. A lot of people struggle with stress, anxiety, self-doubt, right? Lack of confidence. All of these things get benefited, get helped by staying active, guys, living an active lifestyle, making smart nutritional choices, right? If you're eating well, it's going to make you feel good. If you're moving around, it's going to make you feel good. It's going to give you that mental. It's going to give you that confidence, that belief inside of you. I told you guys a lot on this channel about the beach, right? Every year I do the same video. I go to Wildwood, New Jersey every summer. You guys know that. In July, I'll be there again. And I always bring you guys videos from the beach. And I tell you guys the same thing. Every year it gets worse and worse on the beach. We look like hell in America. And I've told you guys what? People will be out here in the beach wearing t-shirts in the ocean. And I say to people, why are you wearing a t-shirt in the ocean? Why are you wearing a shirt, clothing in the water? And you know what the answer to that is, guys? The lack of confidence. People are ashamed of how they look, but yet they don't have enough inside them to do something about it, make the change. And once again, why do you have no confidence? Because you're not making smart nutritional choices. You're not living the active lifestyle. So how could you have confidence in yourself if you're not doing any of those things to give yourself confidence? Living an active lifestyle, guys, making smart nutritional choices will give you self-confidence. Once again, it doesn't matter about what you look like compared to me or anyone else, but you feel confident in yourself because you know that you've been doing everything that you could to make a smart nutritional choice and to live the active lifestyle. Fight against that laziness, putting your best foot forward so you can be the best version of yourself, right? No victimization here. No woe is me. No playing the victim card, right? No one has to accept you. We don't have to accept your laziness and the woe is me mentality. Hey, and it's okay for you to be fat and lazy and the world has to accept it. No, they don't. And I will not accept your laziness. You are becoming a burden on society. You're a burden on yourself. And like I said, you're not inspiring the people around you. You're a drag on society. The only way you're going to get that confidence so you can go to the beach and not worry about what people are looking at you. Ain't no one looking at you. No one cares. I told you guys, I don't give a damn what people look like on the beach. I ain't worried about what y'all look like. You people care more about what you look like because you don't have the confidence. And all you're doing with that t-shirt on at the beach, at the pool, wherever it is, all you're doing is bringing more attention to yourself. Think about that. If you see someone who's out of shape, that's normal in society, unfortunately. That doesn't make a difference. That doesn't stand out. But if you see someone wearing a t-shirt in the ocean, that stands out, doesn't it? That makes you scratch your head. The hell does it do? That makes you see and notice them more. And that's not what you want. So remember, ladies and gentlemen, you should be working out. Fitness is for life. To do everyday life things so they can be easier, right? So that they don't get harder as we go through life. As we get older and things start to become more difficult, we must maintain our activity levels. We must make small nutritional choices, right? So that those things don't become so hard so fast. Some people, they go downhill immediately. You've seen them out there. You see one person, you don't see him for a year, they look like they've aged 10 years. So remember, it's about life. That's what it's about. It's not about how much weight you can lift or how you look in the mirror. It's about being better everyday life things, ladies and gentlemen. Remember that.